Detective William Somerset is a man tired of the world. He's seen too much pain and crime and is just 1 week away from retiring. Somerset is smart, calm, and always thinking. Then comes Detective David Mills. Young, emotional, and full of energy. He's just transferred to this city with his wife Tracy. They're total opposites, but now they must work together. Their first case seems like a regular murder, but that's only the beginning. The first crime scene is horrifying. A man is found dead in his kitchen, face down in a bowl of food. He was forced to eat until his stomach burst. The killer left a word written in grease on the wall: gluttony. It's brutal. But Somerset realizes this is more than just a murder. It's a message. The next day, another body. This time, a rich lawyer is found dead in his office. His blood is everywhere. Carved into the floor is one word: greed. Somerset's theory becomes clear. The killer is following the 7 deadly sins. Gluttony, greed, what's next? Somerset digs deep into books and old religious texts. He knows the killer is methodical, planning everything. But Mills is impatient. He wants to catch the killer fast. But this case is different. This case is personal, and it's just beginning. Meanwhile, Tracy, Mills' wife, is struggling to adjust to the city. Tracy invites Detective Somerset to their apartment for dinner. The atmosphere is much lighter than in the rest of the movie. They share food, laugh a little, and we see a softer side of the characters. Tracy feels lonely in the city and opens up a bit to Somerset. After dinner, Mills and Somerset begin working together on the case. Then comes a shocking twist. A man is found tied to a bed. He hasn't moved in a year. His body is almost like a skeleton, but he's alive, barely. The word sloth is written on the wall. Everyone is shaken. The killer has been planning this for a long time. He's not just smart, he's patient and terrifying. Soon after, another horrifying crime. A woman is killed in a nightclub. The weapon used was unspeakable. A man is forced to do it. The word lust is connected to the scene. Mills is enraged. He screams in frustration. Somerset, even with all his experience, is horrified. These crimes are getting worse, darker. Then comes Pride. A beautiful model is found dead. Her face is ruined, and she was given a choice: live with the scars or die. She chose death. After a few gruesome murders tied to the 7 deadly sins, Detective Somerset and Mills are desperate for leads. But they're stuck. So Somerset comes up with a creative plan. He bribes an FBI contact to access library records, specifically a list of people who've checked out books about the 7 deadly sins, crime, and other dark topics. From that list, one name stands out: Jonathan Doe. Clearly fake, but it's the first real lead they've had. They track it to a physical address, an apartment building. As Mills and Somerset prepare to knock on the door, suddenly a mysterious man wearing a long coat and carrying groceries appears at the far end of the hallway. It's John Doe, the killer. But the detectives don't know that yet. Then, something eerie happens. John Doe sees them first, realizes he's in danger, and pulls out a gun, firing at the detectives without hesitation. That moment confirms he knows who they are, and more importantly, that he's been watching them. John Doe takes off running, and a tense chase through the apartment building and alleys follows. Somerset chases on foot. Mills goes around to cut him off. It's raining, loud, chaotic. Eventually, John Doe ambushes Mills in a dark alley. He gets the jump on him, knocks him down, and points a gun at his head. He could have killed him, but he doesn't. Instead, he spares Mills' life, silently staring down at him. Then he escapes. This moment is haunting. It shows that John Doe is not just smart, but methodical. He has a bigger plan, and killing Mills now would ruin it. After the chase, the detectives break into John Doe's apartment, a dark, disgusting, meticulously organized hellhole. It's filled with handwritten journals, photos of victims, newspaper clippings, religious and philosophical quotes, a darkroom with film negatives, including one showing Mills being photographed earlier thence. This is where they realize John Doe had been following them. He even took a photo of Mills, possibly while pretending to be a journalist earlier. But there's no ID, no fingerprints, no computer, nothing that leads to who he is. Everything in the apartment screams obsession, discipline, and madness. He has carefully erased his identity. Then, something nobody expects. The killer walks into the police station, covered in blood. He calmly says, "Detectives, I'm John Doe." Just like that, he turns himself in. But here's the catch. He says there are 2 more bodies, and he'll only take Somerset and Mills to them. They agree. They drive far outside the city, the sun is burning, the place is empty, a delivery van arrives. Somerset opens the box, and he's shocked. He falls back, speechless. John Doe tells Mills that he envied his simple life, his happy marriage, and so he committed the sin of envy. Then comes the twist that breaks everything. Inside the box is Tracy's head. John Doe killed Mills' wife. He planned this all along to make Mills commit the final sin, wrath. And it works. In a burst of pain and rage, Mills shoots him, again and again. The killer is dead. The sins are complete. 7 deadly sins, 7 victims. Mills is broken. Somerset watches silently, heart heavy. In the final moment, Somerset quotes Ernest Hemingway, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part. Seven is more than just a crime thriller. It's a dark look at the human mind, the fight between good and evil, and how even the strongest people can be pushed to their breaking point. Why he kills Tracy. Tracy is not a sinner. She is an innocent victim. But her murder is a means to an end for John Doe. Here's the breakdown. John Doe admits that he became envious of Mills's life, especially his wife, and the love and normalcy they shared. He says, "She begged for her life and the life of the baby inside her." This reveals he envied Mills's family. He resented what he couldn't have, love, connection, a normal life. So in his mind, he becomes the embodiment of envy. Themes and takeaway. Seven is not just a crime thriller. It's a psychological exploration of morality, justice, and despair. It asks harrowing questions. When evil acts are committed in the name of righteousness, can they still be considered evil? Is it possible to uphold moral integrity in a world where apathy and corruption seem endemic? John Doe believes himself to be an instrument of divine retribution. His calm demeanor contrasts sharply with the horror he inflicts, making him not just a killer but a distorted prophet. Somerset sees the world as broken, but still worth saving. Mills, with all his energy and hope, is ultimately consumed by the very evil he sought to destroy. And in this chilling tale, love does not save anyone. It becomes a weapon. Justice is twisted into vengeance. Morality is shattered by emotion. Yet, even in the darkest corners of this unnamed city, there remains a flicker of hope, embodied in a retired detective who chooses not to walk away. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day.